Welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we're continuing our run playing as Castile, going for the Atwix Legacy achievement. We already have 4 personal unions, Naples, Aragon, Navarra, and Portugal. We're gonna, after the last one, we're gonna go ahead and annex Granada here. So that should, I think it cost like 200 and some odd, so it's gonna take a couple of years, and then the last little bit of it is going to cause a problem. But um, so I'm kind of left here considering what to do. Right now, we don't have a ton of aggressive expansion with that many people. In fact, we have none with Christianity. So that's a thing. We do have some aggressive expansion, quite a bit of aggressive expansion down here, but that doesn't really matter too much. So one thing I'm considering is trying to get the first personal union kind of by force. We may kind of spread these out, but one thing I'm considering doing is grabbing this one province from Tunis and releasing from it Algiers. Alternatively, I could just release Tlemcen from my own territory, but they would get all 3 of these. Actually, they'd only get 2 of these. And then they wouldn't like my friend here in Aragon. Although, what would happen if I just yanked that from Aragon? Aragon... we can't yank a province. Right. I remember that. Okay. Okay. So what you would do, if I were to do this, we would just stop quarrying these. We would need to convert them. So that's the first step here. If I do it this way, which I think, okay, we'll do it that way. I'm just kind of wanting to have a personal union down here. The first thing is I need to convert these. I need to make sure that this is a Christian nation when I release it. So we're going to go ahead and core these 2, and then probably go ahead and state, we've already stated it, we will missionary strength as soon as we have that going. Actually, we'll just missionary strength it right now. No problem. The Jesuits would be 50. Okay, so once it's cored, we can add a Jesuit holy order to it as well. We will release the country. And if we're going to release the country, we better go ahead and remove that fort. While we're at it, any separatists are going to go right here, so we're going to move over here. We'll convert it to Christianity. We're going to release the country, and then once it is a vassal, then we would go to the thing here, and we would place relative on throne. Preferably doing the whole scootage trick to get the Liberty Desire up to where place relative on throne puts it over 50%. But they still like us. And so once the relative is on the throne and they like us, then while they have a Regency Council, we cannot claim the throne. Okay, let's find someone who doesn't have a Regency Council. Like you. Good. We have to have more prestige than they do. We would have that because they would just be recently released. We would have the same ruling dynasty because our relative is on their throne, and they would have no legal heir because they literally just got released. So then we would break vassalization, claim their throne, and immediately launch for that claim, and then set the personal union on it. And I think that's probably what we're going to wind up doing for most of the ones we don't have. Sure, we could luck into a Kalmar union and grab 3 more, or we could luck into Austria having a couple more here with Poland and Hungary and Bohemia. We could luck into all that. We could luck into the Burgundian inheritance, for crying out loud. In fact, it's not a terrible idea because I don't think that's happened yet. Although for the fact that we have 9 out of 5. That usually winds up being inherited, so I don't really need it. But I think we're going to have to do that, and we're going to have to force the issue on some of these, and this would be a nation that's pretty much surrounded by a whole bunch of nations that are me. They're not going to care much that a truce broke that, and even if they did, they have no aggressive expansion. It's not going to be that high of aggressive expansion. These guys aren't going to care too much, but if they do, like, it's 2, right? The next nation over is the Ottomans way over there. So I don't think that's going to matter too much. I was going to try and get Algiers to do that, but that would involve a war with Tunis. And a war with Tunis is a war with the Ottomans, which we can win. If we call in France, Provence, and Austria, we have the army to win that war. Just not sure it's one I want to fight. And we'd still have to core and convert this province from Algiers as well. So, nope. So that's the plan there. So instead, what I'm going to try and do... Unfortunately, there's no real way to get a claim on this. And there's no way I can get a claim on the Knights either, right? Don't think so. What I can get, because this is, well, Flanders, South Brabant. Wow, okay. But this is Tuscany, Lombardy. This is all up here. Genoa is allied to the Austrians. And at the moment, Austria would join the war. And I don't have 50 favors with the Austrians. But what I want is Corsica. Right, I want this province here. So, yeah. This is so this is Tuscany. That would be what we would get. Lazio Umbria is not. So anything that would be the Papal State territory technically is not. We would get Tuscany and we get Liguria, Western Mediterranean islands. Lombardy's up here. So I'm guessing it's this general area right here. So, yeah, not great. I guess I gotta rotate through all this. So, well, I guess we'll just work on core and things. England's declared war on Desmond. That's fine. There's no real disputed succession, at least as of last month. Neapolitan noble rebels. You think you can handle it? Good. We lost some sailors. That's no fun. Alright, we can have one more troop. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm sure that's something I decided last time too. Still bummed I didn't get Herzegovina when they were so old. This is a regency, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so everyone is still really young. So that's what we're going to have to worry about here. New trade research is heretical. We're going to ignore them, although it does lower prestige. Not too happy about that. But we need all the diplo power we can get to annex our vassal. Subjects and allies. This is, doesn't need it yet. There we go. There's 50 diplomatic power. So I think that this will actually be enough. So yeah, we only needed 204. So that is enough. I can invest in a new technology. Ooh, technology. Yes. We don't want the military idea. We're going to need to do military tech. Yes, but not yet. I want to get... Well, do I want to get Diplo first? I don't think I want to get Diplo first, but I can't take the corruption right now anyway, so... Yes, I want to get Diplo first. So I'm just going to throw some in here. Lose 1 stability. Really? I think the stability's the better hit. Wow, that war with Desmond's already over. What does this cost me? 212, that's okay. We can do that. And we're not going to take that idea. What we decided, right? No matter how appealing it is, we need the military technology first. We would still have one, right? Let's just pause. 50 prestige. Thank you. It's cost 249. We would still have one, which means that we're fine on it. So now we can get both of these when we get there. I accept. All right, so we're waiting on Naples. I declared that I wanted that, so we're waiting on Naples to get a claim on this, and frankly, we're waiting on Aragon to get a claim on this. And until then, someone's 39. Scotland is very tiny. Okay. Well, at the moment, I can't get any more diplomatic relations. That's not a thing. I wish that I could know that that claim has been made, but I can't. It's just, it's not one of these ones, so. Although I could declare war on Holland, which obviously I would be able to win that war. Although they are part of the Empire and Austria would protect them, so that'd be a little bit harder. Yearly prestige of +1, sure thing. Prestige matters a lot in the personal union game. Portuguese particularists. Alright. But that's kind of the balance that I have, is I want to be powerful enough that I can truce break a vassal every now and then, but not powerful enough that I avoid having rivals, preferably as many rivals as I can get, who are Christian. Obviously, right now my ally is France, but if they wanted to, that would be fine. So Austria is going for the personal union with Hungary right this second. I approve. And so kind of keeping that balance is really the name of the game, and that's really actually quite difficult. Integration is indeed a slow process. Did that give me an extra army? It did not. Yes, I would like to make that a state. I would indeed. So let me go ahead and put the Jesuits in that state. I have 2 missionaries. Right now I'm not going to convert anything. I'm just going to convert these first. I think that's how I would like to do that. And we need to get our armies ready, because they're going to be coming soon. Okay, so first off, we have the Moors. We're going to tolerate them. Hopefully that doesn't do anything to this. Doesn't seem to have. And by the way, we need this pretty quickly with the Liberty Desire and subjects. Although personal unions don't really have the same Liberty Desire effects as some of the others. Austria has decided to call us into this war. I mean, sure, but why just now? Go, my pretties. You take care of that war. I don't need a whole bunch of admin power right now. Ah, we did get navies. We did get navies. I would like that. So, I'm not really sure what these rebels will do here. Because it should have an issue. Right, we're going to go ahead and Jesuit this state as well. And we need that one, and we need this one. Looks like this should increase unrest, and it does. I'm going to actually set them up here to be ready to defend regardless. But I was just wondering if they would change to religious rebels, or if they would stay separatists, and it appears that they are going to stay separatists. So, all right, there we go. And act of uniformity, sure, I can do that. And like this will give us a nice personal union that we can just spread out here. I don't have to worry about Navarra doing that. Navarra can be whatever we want elsewhere. That's another thing is maybe going ahead and getting something from Brittany somehow, some way. I don't know how to necessarily get up there without touching France, but I could always declare war on England, I guess. Which right now is not a bad idea after this. So yeah, that would just get me back up to 9 out of 5, but 5 of them would be the ones we want. If you just hold out for a little bit longer, you would have had your independence. You wouldn't have had to mess with any of this stuff. It would have been just fine. But no, you couldn't hold out. And the question is whether to go ahead and give them this one too, and probably will. As an olive branch. Let me build a couple of cogs and get up to, or build a couple of galleys and get up to 20 transport ships. But yeah, I figure that we're going to just space these out. Why is Tunis troops in Fez? Tunis is at war. We have Taflit. Okay. Alright, Austria has gotten peace with Mecklenburg. There is one for converting Iberia. Gives us a permanent claim on the North Morocco area, which I'm pretty sure is what I've already got. So that would give us this one. Morale of armies for 15 years. That's good. Oh, claims all over this area. All over this area. Is it permanent claims or nope, just a claim. Claim for, what, 25 years or so, probably? Okay. And then obviously there's a colonial path, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Clearly we don't need this anymore. Saluzzo, 53 years old. Hi. How would you feel about a royal marriage? I know they're allied with the Papal State, but who cares? What would that get us at this exact moment in time? Just a noble from our house, which would be fine. They're an important nation, too. Now, everyone who has a royal marriage with me will take a relations hit when I claim a throne even though I don't technically have a royal marriage with them. I think that's the way that works. But so be it. Wow, it took you that long. Do I have a embargo with you? I don't yet. I should do that, and I should insult thee as well. I hereby insult thee. And Muscovy, Denmark, and Poland enjoy that. Does mean that I can get a thing here, but they have that elective monarchy, so that doesn't really matter that much. And I would anticipate that Poland and Austria are not going to see eye to eye at this point. First one's converted. And the second one? Austria is a great power. Second one is converted. So, here we go. Let's see if I can pull this off. First step is to go into our stuff here and release Tlemcen as a vassal. They will follow the Sunni faith. No. They should not. They have Catholic all over this place. Let's give it a month. See if we can fix that. Because I would very much have no interest in releasing them that way. Although, well, I don't have another vassal, do I? To test whether or not you can... Ooh, I need to do this. Can't test... Well, I guess we'll test it here. Whether we can enforce religion. Can I still place a relative on the throne? I can. Good. We can't break vassalization when it's enforced by truce. Well, that sucks. They also have an heir, but the heir is a weak claim. Well, I guess as long as that heir is a weak claim, it should remain weak. How weak is this? It's 24. Well, I guess we'll see. See what happens with it. We're gonna let them handle it. We are gonna let them handle it. Sluso, you have an heir yet? Nope. Nope, they do not. Scotland doesn't either. 42 years now. I would hope that Tunis just takes this area and not the area I was looking to actually take. Although that's kind of changing with the Tlemcen strategy. When is the truce actually set to expire? It's 1497. Alright. Gelray is at 54 years old. Dear Gelray, you have a lot of friends. We will do that too. We needed to know all about you, Gelray. Hopefully we don't miss the notification. You can only claim throne if you do have a royal marriage. So you do have to have the royal marriage. But as long as they have the rebellious attitude and we then release them, then this should be okay. And there's no way to to release them. It's a major stability hit, obviously, to do it. All right, Naples has this claim. So if I declare this war, Genoa won't come in anyway. Then it's pointless. Because they're involved in the war that Austria declared over here. Okay. Well, we'll wait on that then. We will wait on that. So truce with Morocco has expired, but I don't really believe that we really have... I think I can't grant a province, which is the only way I can see if Navarra has any real ability here. I guess that. So, I guess you have to release them, get them the right religion, which I could have probably allowed to happen naturally by a rebel, get the truce up, and then put your relative on the throne. Guess that's the way it has to work. You live and you learn. Yeah, we'll get that for sure. Land maintenance sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. All right, so we have Saluzzo and Gelray. Is there anyone else I'm just keeping around for that? Provence, you know what? Your 12,000 troops are not helping me. I'm getting rid of you. Because I can. The other ones, though, Denmark, France, and Austria, I definitely want to keep. Tlemcen is the future hopeful, hopefully, future person there. And, you know, Gelray and Saluzzo currently have disputed successions. All right, why do I have... Oh, a merchant. I thought there was a colonial policy. I have an unassigned merchant. Okay. I have 16% here, 26% here. It should be going on anyway. Maybe it's not. I'm going to see if I transfer trade power here. I'm going to see if that increases that 168 or if it's just moving on as is. It did not. Okay. So we're going to collect. Go ahead and just collect from trade in Safi. And at the moment, we ain't going to be able to give any land to... Well, if we give them this, we could swing them around and get this. But... I say we go ahead and just full annex Morocco right now. While we're waiting. That's 27, so we'll... back up a little bit. We can full annex this. Trick is whether I keep it myself or give it to somebody. At this point, I'd say I'll just keep it myself, probably. Worry about whether we're going to give it to someone later. I'll just check. I don't want to give it to Portugal. I don't want Portugal to get too powerful too quickly. But, yeah. I'll put this down there, see if Navarra can take it. Navarra can take it! Okay, we'll give this to Navarra. And we'll be here to fix any rebellions. That's not a problem. But we will full annex Morocco here and give it to Navarra. Sounds good to me. Not sure how much more land they'll get than that, but they'll at least get that. Oh, this is the one that's not really there. Advisor's cost may not be that terrible of an idea. Administrative free policies is nice to do administrative free policy. Just because I don't want to give the burghers that much influence. Really don't. Alright, I'm going to try to finish this war in this one. He's still weak. Maybe. Hopefully. We are losing the power there because I don't have 200 ducats. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are we serious right now? The religion in everything changes to Sunni. We just converted it. We just converted it. I suspect that this fort will fall here. Right, good. Ooh, that's a thing too. Austria owes me favors, so we now have 50 favors. Was that a stability hit, really? And then we get warriors don't read books. So we have to convert it all back again. Just not cool, y'all. Not cool at all. But we should be able to blockade this, no problem. Bring these guys down here. Keep the mercs up there. I want to keep this one. I know I won't be able to core it for a while, but I'm going to keep that one. In fact, I could keep over to it just so I can core it. That's a smarter play. And then once it's cored, I'll give that to Navarra. That's a fine play. All right, 47 aggressive expansion. No one of any importance cares in the slightest. There's something to be said for keeping Morocco alive just to have a second war eventually where we can revoke cores, but I'm not going to do that. Here we go. It didn't connect it, so we have to do this whole thing straight in. Okay. Whatever. Be able to convert things. I'm worried about this claim going over 30 and no longer being weak. I don't know how that works for sure, but I've taken up too long in this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment. Please do subscribe down below. All that does really help me know things are going well. And I'll see you next time.